I'm going to teach you how to make an egg shape and then decorate it with Zentangle patterns.
Cool.
So we're going to use a pencil first just because sometimes it's hard to get the egg shape just right. So we want to mark our spots. We want our egg to fill up the page as much as we can. So we're going to make a tiny little mark right here. Maybe about 2 fingers from the top. And then about, I'd say like 4 fingers from the bottom, make another little dot.
So up my pinky?
Under it, yeah, like under it. Okay. And then you want to kind of take your pointer finger and your pinky and then go straight up to about here and make another dot and another dot. Yep. Now the thing about an egg shape is it's a little bit more narrow on the top than on the bottom.
There's actually a bird that has an egg shape that's like this.
Oh.
And it's really skinny. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
they're not probably quite that skinny, but on the bottom, practice without making a mark first to make kind of a arch, smile shape.
If you, wait, I have a tip.
Okay.
If you want to make a small egg, you can take an egg, like a boiled egg from your refrigerator and trace it. But don't get a bunch of lead on it.
Or don't break it.
Yeah, or don't break it.
Okay. So do this shape, but do it without touching the paper a couple times first until you're sure that the shape looks right. Got it? Let's see.
Nope.
Okay, yeah. Get a little more rounder. You kind of have to use your whole arm. Instead of using your wrist like this, you kind of have to use your whole arm and keep your hand still. There you go. Perfect. And then just find the point on the top again. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go up like a rainbow instead. Remember to make it a little more narrow on top.
Can I start?
Yeah, like this. Make it a little more narrow on top.
Mine looks like that bird with the pointed egg.
That's okay, you can have a pointier one. And here's a real egg for reference.
What's reference?
Something that you
It's an
look at
oval.
to check to make sure what you're doing. You can use...
Oh, you can look at an Easter egg.
You could.
And I have one over there right now.
Eggs are something that's on your mind this time of year because this is the time of year when you would think about getting chicks. So, you can use a Sharpie, art pen, gel pen, whatever you choose.
I choose gel pen.
Okay,
I hate
I'm going to
other
use a
pens.
felt pen. So
Felt
now you
pen.
have the main idea. You can trace the line you want to keep.
Then you erase the line you don't want to keep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now let's see what color.
And I kind of made a little mistake here, but that's okay because I'm just going to do this.
Blue. I picked blue.
And you can erase your pencil marks once you get the egg shape down. If it doesn't come out the exact way you want it, just realize things in nature are never perfect.
The heck is that noise?
And honestly, if you didn't erase these lines, that would be fine too. It just depends what kind of person you are. Because they could be motion lines, like it's rolling away. It's a good egg.
Why, thank you.
Okay, so you might want to draw some kind of a horizon line, meaning a background so it looks like it's actually sitting on something. I'm just going to quickly with my pencil draw some grass, and I can come back and add more details about that later. If you don't want it to look like it's in the real world, you could just draw designs in the background too if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so for the Zentangle, I'm actually not going to use my pencil this time. Zentangles are something that can be used for relaxation, so I'm not trying to be too perfect. Yep, you can use your gel pen. So you're just going to think of a series of patterns. And remember, eggs are a little bit round, so you're not going to draw a straight line across. So to enhance the fact that the egg is round, you're going to do that kind of a shape if you want to make a straight line. If you want to make a wavy line, you still want to go in a round. So make an area that you can draw a design in. So a Zentangle could be any kind of repeating line, shape. So I'm just going to repeat this shape, and that's going to be my first Zentangle. And I'm only going to go about halfway up. But you can do whatever you want. And I think I'm just going to fill the rest in with dots. But I'm going to make my dots in lines. And that's my second pattern. So basically when you're making Zentangles, you want to make a shape first to fill in with the Zentangle. So you made a swirly one. Say up here, let's see, why don't I can do some kind of straight lines going different directions. You can copy some of mine if you want, or make your own, it's up to you. Maybe this one I'll do some diagonal lines, some thick lines and thin lines. It's going to be more interesting the more things you do. Okay. So think about dots, lines, zigzag lines, wavy lines, flower lines, fang lines, because I know those are things that you're probably into and used to drawing.
What lines?
Just like sharp things that look like fangs. For example, you could do your next row. You could do this kind of a Zentangle where it's like points. And then do another line, another row.
I'm doing something really. Oh, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, it's like a row of them.
It's like scales.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thirsty.
And I might fast forward this part too. So maybe I just want to make a row of bigger dots. But really take your time and fill each section. So maybe fill this one with a pattern now. You could just repeat those same lines over and over again like I did with those. Right?
Mm-hmm. Making grass real quick. There. That's my grass.
Well, the whole point is to do something slow though.
I like doing things fast.
Yeah, but that's not technically a Zentangle when you do it fast. I'm going to do one of my favorite Zentangles.
Which is what?
Just like spirals.
Oh, like a spider web.
Oh, maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll do that down here. Thank you for the idea.
You're welcome.
And then I'll do the rest. Spiral.
I like my egg.
Good.
Let me try something else.
I don't think I have enough
I'll just try something else.
kind of zigzaggy lines. See, they're kind of like
beautiful, beautiful.
breaks, like cracks.
Cool. Because it's about to hatch. You can also do like a little hole, put a little baby chicken head poking out, and then color the around it black.
So you can color it in if you want. Do each section a little different.